We're back here at the 2015 NRA Annual Meetings and Exhibits in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here with Phil Schreier, the Senior Curator with the NRA Museums. And Phil, you know, wherever we go, and you and I are in the same town together, I always say, Phil, can we do some Curator's Corner, especially when we're right next to the NRA booth and you bring that museum all the time.
Right.
And let me tell you, people have been crowding that museum all day long. You guys brought some really neat stuff. But
thank you.
You even brought some really neat stuff right up on the stage here for us at NRA News Cam and Company. We appreciate that. You're joined by who today?
Well, Ashley Lynn is here with me. John, you know we've been calling this Curator's Corner for years, probably a decade, right?
Right.
Well, that's always been possessive, the corner of the curator, right?
Right.
But now it's plural. We've got two curators. So we have to move that apostrophe.
Yeah, hold on. Okay,
there we go.
Yep.
So we have Curator's Corner in the plural. This is Ashley Lynn of the Cody Firearms Museum. She's just taken over as the senior curator. Is that the full title?
Yep.
Wow.
At one of the most prestigious and venerable institutions in our West.
You've mentioned them many times.
Of course, we love Cody Firearms Museum. They say that we're the Cody of the East, and we say we're the National Firearms Museum of the West. There you go. So.
Nothing like a little friendly competition. Now, Ashley, this is gorgeous. What have you brought here to show us?
So this is a one-of-a-kind Winchester Model 1866. It was called the Yellow Boy, and it's an interesting firearm because of a couple of parts of its history. One, the 1866 was the first gun to be called Winchester, so you got that kind of legacy right there.
Yeah, right there. That cachet, if you will.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
yeah. And then the other component, obviously, by looking at it, it's a stunning gun.
Gorgeous.
It's got a semi-relief engraving done by Conrad Ulrich, and it actually has a Diana, goddess of the hunt scene, and a Grecian key pattern right around here. And the firearm was made specifically for the World's Fair. And not only the World's Fair, but the first World's Fair held in the United States in honor of the Centennial in Philadelphia.
Wow.
So this gun was made in 1873, and it was made strictly for that, dolled up for that, put on display as basically Winchester's representative piece for the world. And then when it was done, never been fired, taken back into the collection.
Get out.
And it stayed in the Winchester Arms collection until they loaned it to the Cody Firearms Museum in 1975 and then gave it to us in 1988 with the entirety of the collection.
Awesome. And how jealous are you?
Oh, just.
You know, if he's nice enough, maybe he could borrow it.
So tell us, you talked about engraving. Tell us about the wood.
Well, the wood on it is actually, it's a fine piece of wood that everyone kind of, the laminate on it is just beautiful.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's striking, you know?
I know, jeez. We've talked about this particular model of firearm so many times, but this one, I mean, you can't even put a value on this thing.
No, you cannot.
It's just amazing. It's a one-of-a-kind, never fired, made for the World's Fair.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. So tell us a little more about the Cody Firearms Museum while we have you here, Ashley.
So the Cody Firearms Museum has had several lives. It's a part of the Buffalo Bill Center of the West, which is an organization that has 5 museums and a research library.
Wow.
And they started in 1917. We didn't really get our start until 1975 when Olin Corporation, who bought Winchester out of receivership, decided to loan their collection. They had about 4,000 firearms representing 30 major manufacturers, including factory records, design drawings, anything you could possibly want, it came with the guns. So they loaned that in 1975, and we were known as the Winchester Museum, obviously. And they watched us super closely, and in 1988, they decided that they would give it to us. And so that was about 4,000 guns overnight for us, and we decided, you know what? We need a little more room. And so we built a whole new wing, and we actually dedicated the wing for the Cody Firearms Museum in 1991. And right now, we've been up and running for over 20 years and are planning a full-scale reinstallation in the next couple of years.
And where are you guys located?
We are in Cody, Wyoming.
Awesome. So that is out west, and man, oh man, I guess we got to get out there now, Phil, you and I, to do some Curator's Corner.
Oh yeah, we've I've been out there. I just neglected to bring you with
Well,
me.
next time I'll fit in your luggage.
There we go.
Hey, how can folks get? We always do this about the NRA museums. Phil, how can folks get more information about the Cody Firearms Museum?
Well, you can go to a couple of things. We have a Facebook page, which is just Cody Firearms Museum, and we have a Twitter, which is at Cody Firearms. And then also you can go to centerofthewest.org/explore firearms.
Now, you guys have stuff online like NRA Museum if they want to see this gun up close, or do they have to go to Wyoming?
No, you don't have to go to Wyoming. We
but you
have,
should.
and you should, yeah. We have an online collection,
Nice.
and right now we're working on it. It's a bit rough. It comes straight from our cataloging software. So what we're looking at when we database
That's kinda
is what
cool.
you're looking at, and so we're working on it. We've got, oh gosh, I want to say 5,000 of the 7,000 on there, but we're working on standardizing it so it's a little bit more user-friendly to read,
it's good.
and so that when we have the reinstallation, there'll be GPS mapping so that you can type in what you want and it'll
Cool.
walk you right up to it.
Get out. I know someone's good who can help you out with that if you need help. Right there. He's the man.
Yeah, I think we'll be giving him a call.
And the last thing before I let you go, we're going to get a shot of this for after we finish up. But you've got some really cool boots you're wearing, and we'll get a shot of that. Dana will get a shot of that. We'll show later. So
They're pretty
take
spectacular boots. And for a town that's well known for these boots were made for walking.
And that's just what they'll do.
There you go. Well, Ashley, thanks for being here. Phil, as usual, always bringing the great stuff and the great people. We especially appreciate these special Curators Corners here at Annual Meeting. And I think we've got one more trick up our sleeve for the next Curators
We've
Corner.
got one more up, and you'll still have the lovely visage of this curator.
Oh, nice. Well,
But we're going to replace this curator with a different one. So
man, wow. I'm
always
excited.
this change up.
That just shocked me.
That's it for this edition of the Curators Corner.